What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead universe and the ones who live. The trailer breakdown. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, obviously for the ones who live. So a lot of people have been wanting this trailer breakdown, so we got a quick one for you here. It's about 10-minute long video, but ultimately we get to see Rick, Michonne, new characters, Major General Beale, more detail, which is always good. February 25th, hurry up, let's go. But we see Michonne with her katana walking around. Looks to be like a horse stable barn area potentially. We see that she's going to have a little person with her and then a walker carrying the cart. So she has a new walker pet. We see that she goes to a cruise ship that was safe harbor. That doesn't look very safe, but we see a lot of Michonne in and out of her samurai gear, which is awesome. And she's looking for Rick. She said she's going to go north, and she goes to Philadelphia. I'm guessing where Rick is. But we see that Michonne, this is like the end of the Walking Dead main show. We see all these walkers, and then she fires a harpoon, something. She puts like a little blade or harpoon rod tip thing on something, and then she fires it into the walkers, and I don't know what she's going to do right here, unless it's an explosive or to follow them or track them. But we see Rick in Philadelphia, well, probably New Jersey on the other side. This is, the waterfront there, the Delaware River. Pretty cool stuff. Then we see Rick with his face shield, his CRM jacket, and the rod that kills the walkers. We don't see his left hand at all in this trailer, in these scenes. We see him in the woods when he kills a walker. He has his left hand, but he's handcuffed, so a lot of people think that he has to chop it off to survive. So we don't see it. It's like clearly hidden right here. So again, here, not shown. The left hand, not shown, not shown. Are they messing with us? Are they trying to fulfill the comic hand that Rick is going to be missing? We'll have to see. But Rick is a badass nonetheless. Michonne is breaking down and crying, and it's obviously a lot of hard, trying times trying to find Rick. And it sounds like Rick says, my wife. So are they married? Here is the new shot of the phone. Look at the etching. Look at the detail. It looks way more detailed than this one from season 10, episode 13, Michonne's last episode. It's subtle, but it's different. It's the same, but different. Different, but the same. Just more detail. Believe a little bit longer. That's what this guy says to Michonne. So I believe this actor has worked with Michonne before. It's been going around that these two know each other, which is cool. So is this the new Tyrion or Willow or somebody to help Michonne? But nonetheless, Michonne has help, and you're going to need it to find Rick, because CRM is one of the baddest groups around. So we see Rick has his own etching, his own phone. The iPhone, was it invented yet? We don't know. But we see this lady is a character that appreciates Rick because she probably tried to escape and it didn't work. So we see the mountains, we see the forest, we see probably some area where CRM is holding up or attacking, or where Major General Beale is, or their headquarters, or the Civic Republic, because again, CRM stands for Civic Republic Military. That's one aspect of the Civic Republic. Then we see this is going to be a new colonel, leader of a battalion of 600 to 1,000 people, and look at all these people here. A badass group. I think that's Major General Beale at the bottom, can tell by the beret. But we see that there's going to be CRM at this location, opening a secure fence gate, which is probably the park in New Jersey where they filmed the first episode, I believe. So we see Major General Beale talking with Rick. So this has a lot of people thinking that Rick has some status with Major General Beale, or he's in trouble for what he tried to pull. We see, a walker being killed in the woods, and I can't wait to see the action sequences. Rick's gonna contemplate suicide, I'm guessing, is what this is representing, because he's putting a bullet to the head. Would it be easier just to end his life? It's a tough question. But Rick talks with Major General Beale, and I think Major General Beale asks, what do you want, Rick? What are you trying to do? What's going on here? And Rick's like, you tell me. So we'll have to see Major General Beale versus Rick. Do they fight? Does Major General Beale survive? But at least we get to see this guy. So if you look at Rick taking out this walker here, you see the face, the mural on the back. Just pretty cool. Something I caught real quick in the trailer. Then we see a bombing of a city or a location or an area. A lot of people seem to think this may be reused footage from season 2. I mean, not this exact spot. I'll show you in a brief moment when it happens. But you see CRM helicopters going towards the fire. So is this one of their areas that Michonne, and Rick take control of, bomb? But this is the reused footage people seem to think is from season 2 when they bomb the city. You know, it happens really quick, and you see some explosions in the cityscape with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new helicopters. So it's probably reused footage, and that's okay. We see the CRM is under attack with 3 soldiers, helicopter pilots, guards, whoever. They blow up, they're on fire. Pretty awesome stuff. We see Michonne in a warehouse type area with her flashlight and her katana. So we're going to see some action. We're going to see Rick. We're going to see Michonne. We're going to see Michonne looking for Rick. And I'm guessing Michonne is going to use those people, the pioneer people. And it's kind of convenient if the people that Michonne found are going against the CRM. Maybe it's Portland. Maybe it's these people that CRM destroyed before. Or maybe it's just circumstance and Michonne found them and she's using them for help. And maybe some of their people are captured like Rick. So it's a lot of questions, but Michonne's taken out. Probably looks like some walkers or a walker at least or something. But we see Michonne with a gun and she's inside a building, maybe looking for Rick or her people. Then we see Rick is talking to probably another coworker. Is this after a coworker? That's funny. After he cuts his hand off or kills the walkers, and you know, they're probably like, "You're a badass, Rick. Do you have a death wish?" Maybe I do. That's just what I picture here. We see the 2 people that helped Michonne, and we'll see them again later on in the trailer. So we get to see them coming back around again. And we love connections, callbacks, Easter eggs, all these good things. Now, if you know this channel, you know that this is the yellow truck vehicle that Michonne and Rick are seen with in the filming. So is Rick on the passenger seat? What happened here? Is Michonne going to find Rick there? We're not sure. We see a walker on fire in the woods. We saw before probably that Rick is taken out with the hatchet axe thing. We see Jadis only one time in this trailer pointing her gun at someone, or a walker in the woods. Here's Michonne's friend that looks to be like, We see a red sticker there, so I'm guessing this character has a good chance of dying. We see Michonne probably talking to her people, coming up with a plan to go against the CRM and hopefully find Rick. We see a CGI walker, probably a pilot or a commander or some person in the CRM that has status, and that walker's got terrible teeth. And we see Rick killing another walker, and the walker's pretty close. So this could be the area where Rick loses his left hand. Can't wait to find out. Then we see Michonne looking up at a building that is probably being destroyed, because Michonne's eyes are clearly up. She's like, get back, come on, we gotta go, what are you doing? Like, so she's screaming and yelling for her people because they're in danger. Probably the same people that she ran into in season 10 of The Walking Dead. But here's a helicopter, a CRM helicopter, blowing up a room, a building, something in there. So Michonne might have been in this building looking for her people or going against someone. For some reason, the CRM helicopter fires a rocket and destroys it. And then we see a rear view mirror, maybe in that yellow truck that Michonne is driving away. And this building collapses and falls down, probably from the same rocket that was fired by the CRM helicopter. But then we see Michonne running with some people in there, and probably the building is falling down. I believe one of the characters is called Bailey, and you see the RV, with the truck and the solar panels and the horse back there, the red cigarette tube or something there to collect the cigarettes, and then you see the dust coming from the collapsed building. So I'll have to see if everybody makes it out alive. Here's another big thing that a lot of people think that this is Rick, and I agree, because if you know this channel, you know some of the filming, you know that Rick is dressed in this attire during filming. So does this mean that Rick is a helicopter pilot? Is he acting like a helicopter pilot to be safe, or did he learn to fly a helicopter? It'd be pretty difficult to fly a helicopter with one hand, I guess. I've never done it, but a lot of people think it's Rick, and I do as well. The Ones Who Live is on fire, which is a nice logo here. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Then it ends with Michonne looking up with some wind blowing on her. And she says, like, we could take over the world, or we could do, just some line that they're unstoppable, basically. So Michonne looks up, and she's happy, and she's smiling. So I'm guessing that Rick is in the helicopter, or whatever she's looking at, and she finally gets reunited with Rick here, or one of her people are there. They stole the helicopter or something, I'm guessing. There's just no way to tell because it's just so left open, and it ends with this scene of Michonne looking up with the wind blowing, and I'm excited to see what happens. So as I make and post this video, we're getting closer and closer to the premiere of The Ones Who Live, which will be February 25th, 2024. So I brightened up the image, and it just looks like Rick, and it makes sense. So a lot of people are wondering, is he a pilot? Is he not? Is he this? Can't wait to find out nonetheless. So there's a lot of questions out there still. Hopefully it's rewarding and awesome and exciting. I'm excited nonetheless. How about you? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below, because are you going to watch this show? Are your friends going to watch it? Is this going to bring people back to the Walking Dead universe? Is it going to answer questions? Are we going to have reunions? Is it going to be more than one season? Is it going to be a spinoff of a spinoff for another spinoff? But either way, guys, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love